Hi, how are you? Welcome to my freaking podcast. I'm Primal Instincts, as you know, and I hope you came here to listen to me talk today because that's what I'm going to do. I'm eating a little snack right now, too. I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry I didn't bring enough for everybody. I don't know how many people are going to listen to us, but hopefully a lot. There's a big difference between a podcast and a vlog, I've learned. A podcast doesn't have any background music or editing. It's just unfiltered talking. And I thought it would be a fun idea to do. Everybody's doing it, and a lot of people like that. And it gives me an opportunity to answer some questions that we get a lot from fans, because let's be honest, anytime T-Wrex and I, or especially T-Wrex, Lord Rubix and I, try to get together and film a vlog, it just devolves into pandemonium because we have too much fun to answer any serious questions. I'm probably going to be goofing around a little bit in this too, and I'll probably get off topic in this because that's what happens when I talk, but we'll see what happens and we'll see where it leads. Before we even get started on the first topic, can we take a moment to admire my hair? I mean, just look at this rat's nest on top of my head. Just look at it. Would you look at it? I'm pretty proud of that, man. I think it's getting pretty rad. All the barbershops are closed. And I originally had this funny idea where I was going to film T-Wrex and I trying to give me a haircut the way that I like to have it done. And I would just have to leave it that way until the barbershops open again, no matter how crazy it looked. But I threw that idea out in favor of just having an excuse to letting it grow out as wild as it possibly can until the barbershops open again. So this is what we got right now. I'm pretty proud of it. We're going to keep going, seeing as everything's still closed for now. But next quarantine we have, T-Wrex and I will cut my hair and we will film it. And we'll see what happens. Now, as far as the first topic goes, let me be honest, there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about in these. I get a lot of good questions from fans. I'm getting a lot of good suggestions on things to talk about. And you're welcome to send more suggestions too in the comments below, so please do. And I will get around to addressing all the ones that I can. But I figure for the first one, we should probably start at the beginning. We get a lot of questions about how we got started into filming and how we even met. So I'm going to start with that right meow after this bite. Okay. No. I met my best friend T-Wrex at a job that we used to both work together. We don't work at the same job anymore, but I met him at this job. I just moved back to this state, and I was looking to, get reestablished out here. So I needed a place to stay in order to do that, because I was staying with family for a little bit when I first moved back. And I eventually wanted to get my own place, but I wanted to stay with a friend before that. So I met T-Wrex. Around that time, he had just taken a mortgage out for a house with his girlfriend. And he asked me if I want to rent a room there. And I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's actually what I'm looking for right now. So I rented a room with him. And I do have my own house now, but that was about 4 years I rented a room with him. Coincidentally, I still live really close to him. I think a lot of people don't know that. They think that everybody thinks we're still roommates, even though nobody really notices the fine details of this is filmed in a different house than most of all the early videos. If you look closely though, you'll see they're different houses. See? Fun fact number 1, you already learned something from this. But anyways, I rented a room with T-Wrex and we got to know each other really well. We became best friends. We found some pretty cool things about us in common, such as the fact that we both don't use deodorant, and that is why I named the channel that. I created the No Deo Duo back in October 2015. Before it was a YouTube channel, it actually was my personal Facebook page before I deleted Facebook because I didn't like how invasive and toxic it was. But that is what I used Facebook for when I had it. I posted photos and videos that I would film and edit with my friends. And all of our friends and family and coworkers loved it. They're like, oh, this is like the best thing for someone to do on Facebook. And I was like, I know, I wish more people did it instead of, like posting their political opinions and, openly gossiping about other people. Like, I'm not really feeling that. So I just got turned off by all that, and I announced that I was deleting my Facebook, and everybody's like, no, we're not going to see the videos anymore. I was like, you know what? You guys are right. I don't want to let that stop me from doing this. It's a lot of fun. So I started a YouTube channel. And originally we were just doing it for fun, but we started getting noticed by fans, and we went from just posting a bunch of random goofiness to having a slightly more structured channel, because it's still like a lot of random goofiness, but that's our style, as you all know. So it started off as a fun hobby. It's something I've always had an interest in ever since I was a kid, just like having some sort of like art kind of hobby. So we filmed these videos together with our friends and showing off our talents. We were heavily inspired by two main things. One of those things I'm wearing on this t-shirt, the Ren and Stimpy show. Anybody who's seen that show, who has heard about that show, knows it's known for its like weird and gross humor. And that really made a mark on me watching that as a kid. Like it really did. Like I remember thinking like, this is so strange, but this is so awesome. Like it was such a huge inspiration on me. It was all themed around like toilet humor and like body odor and just like, you know, random like burst of slapping people, and just, it was just all over the place, and I loved it. It was really, really big inspiration to me. And the other one that we were inspired by was the Jackass crew, particularly Steve-O. I have a Steve-O t-shirt too. It's from his official merch, but it's in the wash because I wore it for a couple days already. But his stunts really inspired me. When you see me holding my breath until I practically pass out, or until I pass out, that was the inspiration from Steve-O. I mean, he's never done anything like that himself, but just being a professional idiot and doing things that are just, you know, pushing your body's limits for entertainment and shocking people with the stupidity of what you're doing for the sake of entertainment, that was the inspiration from that. And that's my proudest stunt. Like that's my claim to fame, I guess, that I can do that. And I can't do it every time, but I will try to do it for the fans. I just like rad stuff like that. So yeah, Lord Rubix, we also met him at the same job. You know, none of the three of us work together anymore, but that's okay. I don't live with T-Rex anymore, but it's because, you know, I didn't want to just rent a room with him forever. I wanted to get my own house, but I coincidentally live very close to where he lives. Lord Rubix lives an hour away now, but he still makes an effort to come down and hang out and film when he does. So we are still very much the No Deo trio. But yeah, those are my best friends. It started off as a hobby, and it just became more of like a structured variety show where we do a lot of things that our fans really like, and then we do like a lot of comedy sketches. We do a lot of stunts. We do just like a bunch of random dumb stuff together as friends. Because hey, let's face it, we grew up watching Jackass and Ren and Stimpy, and those really made an impact on us. And while we're obviously not copying those shows, we're doing our own thing. But you can see the inspiration is there. When you see us, you know, putting each other's noses in each other's armpits, because none of us use deodorant. Lord Rubix doesn't either. That's the Ren and Stimpy influence right there. And it's also kind of a Jackass influence. But we're all about that body odor themed humor. Like I got some big ideas. I just need to like get out of the house and film them, I guess. Because for now we're just all having fun with videos together and filming commissions for fans together, and we really do love the opportunity. It's amazing. I have no plans on stopping the No Deo duo anytime soon, because I'm the creator, I'm the operator of the channel and the website, I'm the video editor, I'm the main guy, and as long as I want to keep it going, it's going to keep going, and I have no plans of stopping, so you guys don't have to worry. You know, I'm the guy that replies to all the comments on the videos, and I have a lot of fun with that. So, this is really good. This is really good. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not getting endorsed to do that, but this is good. All right, well, heck, I hope I'm doing this podcast thing right. You know, I just talked for 11 minutes with no interruptions. There's not going to be idiot editing. It's all unfiltered. I feel okay about that. You know, I'm not going to accidentally say anything too outrageous. Won't really reveal anything too spoiling. Well, thank you for listening to podcast number 1. I will spoil it by sharing some ideas I have for future podcasts. The next one I'm probably going to do, I get asked a lot about my sexual identity. And like, it doesn't offend me when people ask that. And, you know, I do get asked a lot by people because I've always, you know, I like being single, and people are just like, aren't you with anybody? No. What's your identity? So I do want to film a video where I explain that. So I'm going to do that in a future podcast. Some fans have suggested I talk about how we got to filming some of the stuff that we film and what it's like to film it. Like some of the stunts and skits and whatnot. So I want to talk about that. I think I might do one talking about some of the featured friends that were filming with us for a while and then stopped filming with us. I want to give like the, you know, like behind the scenes reasons for what happened with that. Well, I got some big things planned, guys. So I hope you all tune in. I know this is a little different than the usual videos we film. I do want to do these in between some of our usual videos that we will continue to film. And of course, we'll continue to do that too. This gives me something to do in between that. This is only water, by the way, in this canteen. All right, that's it for podcast number 1. Thank you for tuning in to Primal's podcast. And I will see you for the next one. Leave any suggestions in the comments below. Say whatever you want below. Just be respectful. Just remember, other people can read what you write. Thanks again.